Hello guys, welcome to part 2 of my frame build. First of all, I need to have a clear up. It's getting a bit of a shithole. I've got some bag of bolts. Yeah, admittedly I don't need that many, but it was just as cheap, to be honest with you, to buy a load of them than it was one or two. So I got a load of these 50mm ones. I think they're M10 by 50, and I have now put them in. So as you can see there, look, and there. So even, you know, now already that's proper solid. So what I need to do now, I think, is I need to tack that to that. Same with the other side. Once I've tacked that on, then maybe tack this on as well. I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off. I'm going to bolt that to that one without these little bits on. And I'm going to put the bolts through to hold these two bits together. Then what I'll do then is obviously you can see where I've got the centres there. I'll do that and tack it on, and I'll do the same with the other side and tack it on. So I know then that these are perfectly centred. Then what I'll do is unbolt them, and then maybe just put this on bolted, and then give that a couple of tacks as well. So the reason I've left a little bit of a lip like that on both sides is that I was thinking that I might just put a piece across there or something, you know, to brace it at the top. I don't know, and then I'm going to probably put a piece across the bottom as well to brace it. That's something I need to think about. So I don't know if to do it like that or just leave it so that instead of it being one big stand that I've got to find room for, I can just sort of like put the upright bits to one side and whatever. And I also need to, like I say, do the bracing bits, but I need to tack these on first before I do the bracing bits. So there's still quite a bit of work to do. So bear with us, and I will update you in a minute. Right, so I've got my MIG welder. I'm going to tack this together, and then I might have a go at TIGging it, but I'll to make it nice and neat. But anyway, what I've done is I've clamped a square onto the base, and then I've clamped the bit onto that. So that's perfectly level now, or should I say straight up. So all I'm going to do is stick a blob of weld there and a blob of weld there, I think. A blob of weld there, and then I'll move my square and I'll stick a blob of weld there. So I've got Arlas looking over me, look. Yeah, do you like Arlas's tattoo? It's nice, isn't it? Anyway, so I'm going to have a go at that. Right, so that's exactly the thing that I'm wanting to do. That's exactly what I'm after. So as you can see, I know there's no engine in that, but the frame is now suspended on the little stands. I need some bracing on there. Now I don't think for 1 minute it'll hold the engine, because it's you can tip that forward, unless of course you put some big fucking weights on here or something stood on it, then it'll probably hold the engine as well. But anyway, like I say, my front end is still going to be in the bike, so all this stand's doing is basically holding the back end up. But that's exactly what I'm after, something like that. Obviously my welding's pretty shit, but you get the idea, don't you? Let me just try and get from this end. So you're getting the idea what I'm after. I'm pretty pleased with that so far, to be honest with you. You can clearly see that it's... Oh, let me get... I don't know if this... just hang on a minute. I don't know if... Obviously this floor isn't level, but if I put that on there like that... Oh my god! Come on, focus in. Oh, you can't really see it, but it's pretty level, is that? And that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted the them bits to be level, and it looks pretty level to me. Oh, I'm well happy so far. Right, so what I need to do now then is I need to carry on with this and either weld them up properly, either weld them up properly and then put the bracing things on, and then weld the top bits on. So I'll probably weld the top. I think what I'm going to do now is weld these. Do you know them bits that go in there on? Oops, where's my hand gone? Where's my bloody finger? There, I'm going to weld them on, I think. Them little bits there. So if I show you, it's these bits here. So I'll weld them on the inside of there. I think that's what I'll do next. So once I've done that, I'll show you again. Right. Whew. I'll tell you something. So I welded that onto there and that onto there, and it literally must have been 1/4 mil out. Even though I put a bolt in to hold it, it just must have been slightly out. Because when I tried fixing it to the frame, I just couldn't get the bolt through. So what I've had to do is get the drill. Obviously I haven't drilled through the frame. I took this off and then I drilled through it again, and there was definitely a bit of material that came out. So I've got it on now. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to definitely put a brace on here, I think. So I'm going to measure from there to there, and then just make sure that that's exactly the same from there to there. But it's definitely working. You can definitely see what I'm trying to achieve, if that makes sense. Oh, and the other thing as well is I think I'm definitely going to put a bit across there to there as well. I think. Or should I? I don't know what to do, because although it fits this frame, and this frame should be exactly the same as any other 1200 frame, it was a bit of a faff to get it in. So if I brace it there and then brace it at the bottom, am I going to be able to get it in? I don't know. So do I just leave it like this? Because at the end of the day, I don't think it'll... You know, I'm trying to push it away from me now. Whoops, I'm trying to push it away and it... I don't know. I think what I should have done as well, to be honest with you, is to make it so it didn't lean over that way. I think these should have been welded like back here, so it had a really long foot in front of it instead of equal, if that makes sense. I didn't think of that, because obviously the weight will be that side, so it ain't going to tip over this way. So I could have put that somewhere here, right at the back. So anyway, yeah, it's definitely working. So there's still a bit to go yet, but we are getting there slowly. At least, you know, the frame, look, is floating in mid-air now. And again, I keep repeating this, but my front end is still going to be in the bike. I'm just purely making this so I can get the swinging arm out. So that's all I'm doing, to be honest with you. So anyway, I put these bolts in because I didn't know if I needed to make something for there, but I don't think I do, to be honest with you. I think I'm going to leave it. I think I'm overcomplicating it. Maybe if I was planning to have it held on with, you know, with no front end on and the engine still in, maybe put a plate on there or something to, you know, make it even more sturdy. So then it's got 4 mounting points on each side to hold it. But like I say, in my case, the front end is still going to be on, and I'm making this just purely so that I can take my swinging arm out. So the front wheel will still be literally touching the floor, if, you know, if that makes sense. So I might just, in theory, I could just use that as it is, because the weight will just be pushing down through that with the front end on. So I could just probably blast some more welds on there, and in theory just use that. So, but anyway, so this is part 2. There's probably going to be a part 3 because I don't know what to do yet. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to watch the video myself and just see what I think. So any comments, guys, please. Do I need a brace across the top? Do I need one near the bottom? Do I need bracing down, you know, an angle down there? Let us know, see what you think. So this is part 2, there will be a part 3, hopefully.